Yo, guys. The day before, this has to be, I don't know, record-breaking time, right? When I say record-breaking time, I mean record-breaking time. The fact that the day before, Fntastic, the developers of the day before, has announced that they were shutting down. Oh my God. So the news came out today. Like, we're looking at what, 4 days later, bro. 4 days later, that the day before is now shutting down after its official release December 7th. Now, here's the crazy part about that. They made an official statement. I'm actually going to show you guys the official Twitter, and I want to talk about it with you guys because, man, this past few days have been honestly the craziest. The day before saga, I think after today, has officially ended. And what's even funnier, the team over at DayZ also made the funniest tweet in the history of a roast, bro. So let's talk about it. We're over here, right? So let's look at it. So Fntastic, they just dropped their official statement. Let's check this bad baby out. Let's read it in big bold words. Today we announced the closure of the Fntastic studio. Unfortunately, the day before has failed financially, and we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. Now, I want to talk a little bit about that statement right there, that first sentence. The day before has failed financially. Well, the problem about this is that not only did it fail financially, this game also is false advertised. It wouldn't have failed financially if you actually gave us the correct game. This is not an MMO survival game. I played the game for not even 40 minutes and I wanted my 40 minutes back. I was able to refund the game, but right now it looks like a lot of people are having problems with refunding the game right now. But the second part is we lack the funds to continue the game up. Yes, because not only were you guys the #1 wishlisted game on all of Steam, you lost half of your player, not even half, more than half, 2/3 of your player count within 1 day of being launched. And everybody has refunded the $40. So not only did you not keep up to date when it comes to the actual servers and everything, the servers were buggy, everything like that, you can't even fully pay back the players, and you also can't pay back the partners. Like, this game went through 5 years of development, 3 years of controversy. You teamed up with Nvidia, you did all of this expecting this, but it was not a great game. So let's move on. It says we invested all of our efforts, resources, and man hours into development of the day before, which was our first huge game. Now, granted, sure, huge game, they are correct. They've made other titles, did not work out in its slightest. Prop Night is, it's a sorry excuse for Dead by Daylight and Prop Hunt. Not that great. We really wanted to release new patches to reveal the potential of the game, but unfortunately we don't have the funding to continue the work. Now, the problem goes into a whole thing. Like, you didn't have there was no Kickstarter, there was no backing this game. They also didn't pay the employees because the employees are also volunteers as well. So all of the money literally just went into paying, like, you know, it was basically Mytona's money, really helping you guys out. But the crazy part is they remind me of the Pikachu meme right now, because it's like, what do you expect? People, like, they make this sorry, like, oh my God, dude, people are gonna be upset and we put our blood, sweat, and tears. But the problem is, how out of date or out of touch are you guys? Like you said, you guys are all made of volunteers of different people. I've made so much videos, which you guys want to check it out, I will be doing an entire playlist. I will leave it somewhere in the card on the video here. But you guys have sat there and didn't even let nobody play test the video. You send keys out, early access keys out, but it's not even early access to try the game out. It was literally just, hey, you don't have to drop $40 on a game. Here you go, play it. What? But let's continue. At that point, I'm a little bit of ranting, guys, a little ranting. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of the day before. There were no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. Now, I will be 100% honest. The pre-orders and the crowdfunding campaigns, the problem is we didn't even know if the game existed in the 5 years of you making the game. Like, how you gonna sit there and say, oh, there's no pre-orders or crowdfunding and we don't take money from the public? You're trying to be this savior. Like I said in my actual video of covering the day before, which I dropped it yesterday, like, this was the biggest underdog, but now they turned into the biggest fraud. Insane. Foreheads. But at the moment, the future of the day before and prop night is unknown, but the servers will remain operational. Here's the crazy note. Plot twist. The day before can no longer be bought on Steam. It's the store page is still up, but you cannot buy it anymore. It's not even like delisted anymore. It's just like you can't even buy it anymore. We apologize if we didn't meet your expectations. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor. Well, yeah, obvious. Yes, but it also is a challenging endeavor when every single employee is a volunteer. These are people who are not getting paid to work here. This is not an official team. I know indie teams make better games with a team of 3, team of 1, team of 10, team of 20. If I'm not mistaken, Fntastic's team, if you go on their actual Fntastic website, there's like more than 30, 40, 50 people there. Like, you guys could have did so much work, and not to mention you could have worked with other people to see how operation the game can get. You can't. The game was all of the scripted trailers. Everything is so bad regarding the day before. But let's continue. We apologize if we didn't meet your expectations. Yeah, I already said that. They said we're grateful to everyone who supported us during these difficult years. It's been a fantastic journey over the past 8 years. So as of 2015, they opened the studio of Fntastic. 2017, they released The Wild 8, which, to be honest with you, releasing The Wild 8 was atrocious, and they kind of left that project in the dust. They released Dead Dozen. They released Radiant 1. Also, and they released Prom Night, which they released it, I think, back in 2021's Game Awards. And then in the process of them releasing Prom Night, they also was shown the day before. And then, of course, 2023, the day before it gets released. Now, that is insane of a post. So then Mytona made a statement as well. And to all the day before players, as the investor of the day before, which this is also insane to Mytona as well, because I'm like, there's no way Mytona actively looked at the state of the day before in the span of the 2 years, in the span of the entire time that the game has been in its development, and said, this actually looks great. This looks beautiful. This looks amazing, right? But we are sorry for the fact that the game did not meet the expectations of the majority of players. Today, we will work with Steam to open up refunds for any players who chose to make a refund. We're in contact with Fntastic regarding the future of the game. Now, I played 40 minutes of the game, so I was within, reasonable amount of time, the 2-hour time slot of Steam to be able to refund it. But the problem is a lot of other players have played for longer hours. I know a lot of content creators played for longer hours. I know a lot of people played for longer hours, and you're gonna have to refund everybody their money. But now they're in a rock and a hard place, because I think on day one launch, I think 40,000 players all played this game. So 40,000 people bought this game. By the day after, so on December 8th, it was only down to 6,000 players. So if I'm not not gonna mistaken, I'd say a good average, like a good third of them have refunded their games, which I for sure as hell did. But a lot of people who played past that 2-hour time slot cannot refund their games. So you guys definitely got to figure something about that, because Jesus Christ, not only do you owe players, you also owe your investors, your people you are in debt. Like I said, there's Nvidia was helping you guys with this. Like, they owe a lot of people money. And as an hour ago of me recording this, Fntastic dropped another tweet. Answer to those who asked for refund. Mytona, we're currently working with Steam to allow refunds for any players who chooses to request a refund, regardless of the game time. Like I said, Steam has a 2-hour window. And I think 2 hours of game time, or before 2 hours of game time, and within 2 weeks of purchasing the game, if I'm not mistaken. Fntastic received $0 and will receive nothing from the day before sales. But the crazy about it is this has to be like the worst. Like this ended the saga right here, the day before saga. But I do want to show you guys one thing, and it's the funniest roast known to mankind. Like, I have to show you guys this. Like, it's hilarious when I saw it today on Twitter. So DayZ made a post, right? Quite similar to that of the day before's post. So let's read DayZ, right? So today we want to primarily celebrate for no reason at all. Like, it's already right there, right? For no reason at all, the remarkable 10th anniversary of DayZ. It is within immense gratitude that we commemorate a decade of passion, creativity, and the unwavering support of our incredible community. But in this milestone moment, we are delighted to announce the thriving success of DayZ, our groundbreaking MMO experience that has captivated audiences worldwide. This open world survival masterpiece, yo, bro, it's probably not even that funny, but it's hilarious. I'm also very tired and very sleepy, but it's hilarious. I was reading it this morning and I was like, bro, ain't no way in hell the team at DayZ decided to poke a shot at the day before, because that's kind of what it was. It was like DayZ and Division and Escape from Tarkov made a baby, but enriched with years of dedication has truly flourished into a gaming marvel. Throughout the years, we poured boundless efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of DayZ. From the immersive open world design to the adrenaline pumping survival elements, every aspect has been meticulously crafted to provide an unparalleled gaming experience. The journey began in 2013 with the release of the early access of DayZ, followed by the release of patch update 1.0 in 2018 and the subsequent release of the Livonia DLC in 2019. We express our deepest gratitude to the amazing community that has been with us every step of the way. Your unwavering support has made this incredible journey possible, and we look forward to many more years of adventure, exploration, and camaraderie in the expansive world of DayZ. And here's what's even crazier, right? So I read this entire snippet, right? Like I said, this is almost a carbon copy of how the day before just did, Fntastic just did their signing out peace moment. So they go, thank you for being part of this extraordinary adventure over the last 10 years. And 2012 started the development. 2013 release of early access, including Melee, which is the funniest jab at the day before, because in that fucking game, there's no way in hell you can't sit here and make Melee. Like, you can't Melee in the day before. I tried to Melee a zombie, you can't. It doesn't even exist. The tutorial is ass. 2018 release of the whole game is ass, actually. Release of 1.0, you can in vault as well. You also cannot vault in the day before. You cannot, like in the trailers, you can see yourself climbing up on top of things, but you can't do that in the full release of the game. And of course, release of the Livonia DLC in 2019, and in 2023 to add the also icing on the cake, 10 years and still undefeated. And then what's even crazier, at the bottom left-hand corner, it goes dead game, and it puts a cross out of it. It just goes DayZ team. Crazy. That is the biggest, like, most savage shit I've read ever. But I want to get on here and talk to you guys. Regarding about the day before. I feel like the saga is finally over. This game has finally ended. The team has now, they are sinking with the ship. It's bad. This is all bad. I'll keep you guys up to date with the day before information as more comes out, because this is just getting juicier and juicier. Like I said, I will be crafting a playlist so you guys can watch the entire developmental process of me, checking out the day before from the time of their first trailer release all up until now, 2023, if you guys want to check that out as well. But dude, you guys gotta like the video. I think the saga is finally over. It's a funny end of the year, but highly disgraced to end the year on one of the worst games to end the year possible. Like I said, we had Kong, we had Golem. But what do you guys think about the day before? I want to hear your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Like, this is the funniest shit ever, and the saga is finally done. Make sure to subscribe too. Your boy's on his way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to at least hit 900 by the end of December, so I'm shooting for that. But as always, it's been your host, Chaos DTV, here at Chaotic Inc., signing out. Peace.
Manifest, I don't sleep, that's so weak, don't plan to rest. I'm from a hood where you die if you don't pack a vest. No culinary degrees, but whipping crack the best. Chefing, hard times taught lessons. Praying every night to pull up in park Benzes. What's my home is what you call trenches. You wouldn't last a day seeing life through all lenses. It's all tension, no sun, and rain and plenty. Full-time job, still can never make a penny. I ain't rap